What is up, and welcome back to Eman Gains. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make the best protein pancakes. I've made these for a couple weeks and they're just like delicious. So let's get right into it. So by the way, I'm going to be making this for the whole week. So I'm going to be doing 5 times the normal recipe. So if you guys want to meal prep this is the amount for the whole week. So first ingredient is banana. I'm going to 5 bananas. Alright guys, so we got the 5 bananas in, so that's going to be a really key component. Now the next thing are the eggs. So you're going to want 12 eggs, 12 whole eggs. This is important. You want to make sure you're separating the egg whites and the egg yolk. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get as good as possible. Oh, that's going to be a bad one. So you just kind of, bad example, but try to get as much as you can into one and the other. You want to try to crack it down the middle. It's already cracked. Something like this. And pass the white, keeping the yolk in the shell. And so we'll do that for all 12 of the eggs. And then we'll see you guys next. So now that we got all 12 eggs cracked and separated, it doesn't have to be perfect, just try to get it as perfect, or as close to perfect as you can. Wash your hands off real quick. So now, the important thing is you want to whisk the egg whites to get them nice and fluffy. We'll do that in a sec, but first let's just get this in here, all the egg yolks into the banana. Now, I recommend doing this in a food processor if you're going to do it for the whole week and meal prep it. If you're doing it for one day, you're honestly fine doing it in a blender, but I just like to be safe. Now, the next ingredient, protein powder. This is my protein powder. I like to use the vanilla flavor. Vanilla just works really well with the pancakes. I have made it with chocolate flavor. You can try it, but definitely vanilla is better. So for this, I'm actually going to be using 20 scoops, but one serving size of this for me is 2 scoops. So for most of you, that's going to be about 10 scoops. And if you want to know how many grams, that's going to be 280 grams of protein powder. So I'll go ahead and put 20 scoops. That was about 20 scoops, 280 grams. So now I do like to blend this. So I'm going to give this a blend real quick, just because it gets very powdery. While you're blending, I like to whisk the egg whites. Going with the fork, mix this around a little, chop it up, kind of get everything mixed in there. Alright, so that starting to turn into more of a batter. Now we're gonna go other important ingredients. The Quaker oats. You can make this with or without, but I'm gonna put a cup of oats, so 2 half cups. Gonna go in, and this honestly, it just helps make the pancakes like thicker and just an overall better consistency, more like a normal pancake. So I really do recommend that. Then we'll put a little bit of salt. And then let's get the baking powder. So this is really gonna help it just get fluffy and we're all good. So I'm gonna put around 2 tablespoons for the 5 days I'm gonna be making. Oops. Alrighty, and then last but not least, I'm gonna put half a cup of almond milk. And then I'll give this thing a blend for a couple of minutes while again I'm going to be whisking the egg whites. So let's give this half a cup. Alright, looks good. Alright, so I'll give this a blend. Time to go back to whisking the egg whites. Alright guys, so this has been blending for a couple of minutes. and I've been whisking the egg whites so they're nice and fluffy now. All those bubbles, that's what we want. So I'll pour that in. Might go over this thing. Alright guys. So there we go. Gonna float up to the top. Now, get this in, and we'll blend this up for maybe another minute or so. Now it's important to blend a lot because we want those oats to be chopped up stuff, so I'll get back to you guys then. That we're in there. So we got unsweetened vanilla almond milk, some sea salt, baking powder. And these are just plain whole oats, okay guys? The whey protein, now this is just whey protein isolate, and some eggs. Now, I wrote down all the macros and everything for all of this. So you guys are looking at, just when it's like this, you're looking at about 2,818 calories, 244 grams of carbs, 75 grams of fat, and 292 grams of protein. So when that's divided into days, for me that comes out to about 564 calories, 49 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, and 58.5 grams of protein. So it's high protein. And now this is where it gets interesting. I like to add a lot of different flavors. So for today, I'll be going with chocolate chip. So I got some 100% unsweetened dark chocolate. You guys can go with sweetened chocolate chips. I'm looking for these stevia chocolate chips I've seen people use. They look really good. Use any sort of chocolate you want. And we'll get cooking. I'm gonna let the pan heat up a little bit and I'll get back to you guys then. Alright guys, so we're ready to start cooking. I got the pan on the medium, like in between medium and high, but more towards the medium side. Now, if you have a non-stick pan, you really don't have to spray it. I don't like to spray it, but I'll go in, I guess, make 4 at a time is what I do. And it makes, I like having my pancakes a lot of small ones because it just makes me think I'm eating so much. I'll eat maybe 15 a day, 13 a day, around there, and I'll think I'm eating so many. Now the next important thing is gonna be whatever flavor you're doing. For me, I'm gonna put some chocolate chunks, sprinkle a little bit, and I like to do this because I feel if you put them in here, they're just gonna all sink to the bottom and it's not gonna work. So you wanna just kinda sprinkle that on there, and that's gonna be set. You don't need a ton, you're gonna get the flavor. I like to cook it till it gets like a medium brown, around there, depending on your what you like. Now I have done this with the blueberry flavor, and I will say it's really good. However, if you're trying to meal prep it and you're gonna be refreezing it and storing everything for the week, they could all stick together. These, when you do it with the chocolate, they come apart very easily after you freeze it. With the blueberries, they tend to stick together a lot, so just something to keep in mind. Now, we cook these, and we'll get to you guys when they're done. Alright guys, so these are looking pretty good to flip. So I try to flip that, looks pretty good to me. So, these are gonna be delicious. Now, as you can see, we're gonna get a ton of pancakes. I meal prep them for the whole week, I'll freeze them. I'm gonna go ahead and cook the rest of these. I'll get back to you guys when all of these are cooked. You guys will see the final product. I'm gonna show you guys how I like to spice it up and make it taste extra good. Alright guys, so this is what I like to look for. Let's get this out nice golden brown. You can tell this is done. The chocolate chips are waiting to be eaten. That is one tasty chocolate chip pancake. And you guys, you really can do whatever you want. Just keep in mind, adding the chocolate chips will add some more calories, but if that's not a problem to you, go ahead and add them. I personally like it with it. You guys can try up all different flavors and get these tasty pancakes a try. I'll get to you guys back to you guys when all these are made, and you guys will be able to see the final product and deliciousness. Alright guys, so a really good trick as I'm about to be done here, I want to add, if you want to make your pancakes a little thinner, you can put out the dough and rub it like this, and this will just make your pancakes appear much bigger when in reality they're just thinner. So sometimes I like to do this, and you can make these pretty big looking pancakes when in reality you barely put any dough, which means it's gonna have less calories. So sometimes I like to do that. We're going along. I'll get you guys when I'm done with the pancakes, and we'll see how many this made. Alright guys, so I'm back. Made all the pancakes. Came out to 68 pancakes, but as you can see, the size really does vary. So on average, each pancake is gonna come about to 41.5 calories, 3.6 grams of carbs, 1.1 gram of fat, and 4.3 grams of protein per pancake. But again, I didn't make them too accurate. They really do vary in size, but we got 68 pancakes there. And now I'm gonna show you guys what I do to spice up the pancakes and make them just taste amazing. So over here we got some of the things I like to use. Some fat-free ready whip. It's low calories, 5 calories for 2 tablespoons. So this is a low calorie option. This, you literally can't go wrong. You need some sugar-free maple syrup. It's 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. You need it. And then this is one that I sometimes do. Halo Top ice cream. I sometimes will put like 1 serving, so it's 110 calories of Halo Top ice cream on there, and that just makes it delicious. But these two, especially the syrup, it's very hard to go wrong with because it's such low calories. Now, if you guys want, you could also use some yogurt. Let me get this out. Some yogurt right here, non-fat plain Greek yogurt. It's got 100 calories per 3/4 a cup and 18 grams of protein. So if you guys need some extra protein, that is a really good option. But taste-wise, Halo Top ice cream, a little ready whip, and some syrup will do. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do that right now. Guys, so something I forgot to mention that is like one of the main things I tend to put on them are frozen berries, especially blueberries and strawberries. I always microwave them to defrost them, and they create this like nice sort of liquidy juice in the bottom. Sometimes I put that at the bottom of the plate. I'll show you guys how this works. It just works amazingly. You put this on the bottom and around, put the pancakes in the middle, some whipped cream, syrup, ice cream, and just it's an amazing, efficient breakfast. Alright guys, so this is kind of how it would look. I put 13 of the pancakes, fruit around it. I'll go with a little bit of whipped cream because this is only 5 calories for 2 tablespoons. Just remember that, guys. In this whole can, there's only 185 calories. So we could just do something like that. That's kind of what I like to do. Why not just go all the way around? Boom, we got that. Now, I like to put a little bit of the syrup on first. Drizzle this over. There we go. Can't go wrong. Again, it's super low calories. Basically nothing. I mean, add those in. Add the fruits. They're also low calories. I would estimate about like 200, 300 calories for all the fruits. I put a ton of fruit. You guys don't have to put that much by any means. Like 100 calories of fruit. 500 calories worth of pancakes. And boom, you'll be good to go. Now I'm going to put on the ice cream. I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so I put 2 scoops of Halo ice cream, which is about, let's say, a third of the container. It's about 100 calories or so. It's not bad at all. And then sprinkle some more syrup on top. And boom. That's something what my breakfast looks like every day. It is so freaking good. It makes you want to wake up every morning and just get ready for the day. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you try out this recipe. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And give this one a try. It's definitely worth trying.